that weekend absolutely destroy your goals. So let's talk a little bit about cheating here, because cheating, like I said, I never like cheating. So everybody who's been watching me for a while, do these live Q&As and the live trainings every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Arizona time. So with that, don't cheat. All I ask, guys, smash that share button. So that's what I'm doing right now, is getting these videos shared out, getting these lives shared out, because you don't know how many people you could impact just by doing this simple thing of smashing that share button. Because you don't know who in your friends group struggling with that weight loss. They could stumble upon one of these live trainings. And it just clicks for them. So getting these set up, a lot of custom keto plans went out this morning. A lot of people were ordering the custom keto plans last night. So if you want to get a custom keto plan, it's great because you can customize it. You can go in, if you don't like ground beef, you can swap it out for a different protein source. You don't have to track macros or calories anymore because it's already done. It's already done. It's already set up from the height, weight, age, and activity levels. So with that, share that button out. Comment. What's up? What's up? How are you? Happy Friday. What up, Pete? How are you, man? Hope you're doing good. Sharing these out. Sorry, guys. Give me about 5 minutes. Give me like 3 minutes here. Always get these shared out to those other groups and whatnot, especially the keto ones. Share, right? Post. I don't want to share it myself. Newsfeed, post. All right. Log out. Anyone got any fun plans this weekend? Anyone going to do anything fun? Anything at all? I know here in Arizona there's really nothing to do since it's 116 degrees out. The only thing you can do is go to the river. Can't go to the river, though, because they shut it down if you are going to use the buses. It's craziness. But, So I do this every day, Monday through Friday, and then on the weekend, Sunday through Thursdays, the live Q&As. Outdoor music concerts, nice. That'll be fun. How's the weather like? Like, what's the temperatures like in Canada? I always wonder that. Like, during the summer, how hot does it actually get? Bear with me, guys. Just hitting that share button, getting these out and posted so you can get a lot of people this info. Just breaking this weight loss thing down as simple as possible. 35 today. Is that Celsius? I don't know what that means in degrees. Hot. All right, I gotcha. I just see 35. I'm like, 35 sounds freezing, but I forgot. We're talking Celsius over there in Canada. That's awesome. All right, so if you guys are brand new to this live, personal trainer here in Gilbert, Arizona, just breaking down this weight loss thing as simple as possible because it really is easy. I'm just going to give you guys my step-by-step of exactly what I do. All my stuff is on my website, the free calorie calculator, my free workout programs, on my YouTube. I'm live on YouTube and on Facebook as well. If you're asking questions, though, make sure to comment on the original Fullerton Nutrition post because if you don't, I will not be able to see it. So please make sure to comment on the original Fullerton Nutrition post, and I'll actually be able to see it. 95 Fahrenheit. Gotcha. I think it's by 3, or it's by like 2. I don't know how to do Celsius. But with that, let's jump right into it. So like I said, if you guys are watching this on any shared videos, any shared content on Facebook, on any groups, comment on the original Fullerton Nutrition post so I can actually see your comment and your question, because after the live training, what I do is I go through a Q&A. So it's whatever questions you guys have while I'm breaking this down step by step, go ahead and drop some comments, drop some questions with whatever you guys are struggling with, and I will break it all down at the end and we'll do a live Q&A. So with that, gonna wait for a little bit more people to come on. If you guys I love to see where everybody's from. What state are you guys from? And if you're at work watching this, drop a comment and let me know. So it's always fun to see if people are at work while watching these. But don't forget, everything is on the website, all the free workout programs, the calorie calculator. You get a free 21 keto recipes with grocery list on the site as well. Those are free. And then thanks for sharing, Pete. Appreciate it, Pete. Thanks for hitting that share button, man. Let's see here. Laugh loud, working again. Gotta love working, right? But if you do something you enjoy, it ain't work. All right, let's jump right into this. So, like I said, all this is on YouTube too. I break everything down step by step on YouTube. Keto flu, net carbs versus all carbs. But let's do this. So this is exactly what I do, what I have my clients doing every single day. I've got women in their 50s dropping 20 pounds in 4 weeks. It's just the best thing that I've found to work quickly and easy as possible. You don't have to eat 6 meals a day or anything like that. So personal trainer here in Gilbert, Arizona, breaking it down to you guys exactly what I do, what I have all my clients doing. What's up, Nicole? How are you? So let's get into this. So rule number one rule of why people do not get results no matter what they're eating, it's that they're under eating. It's the number one cause that I've seen with everybody. Everybody's like, I'm definitely overeating. I'm taking in too many calories. Everyone's been told, eat less, do more, do more. Guess what? We've done that. People are more active. People are eating less, but heart disease is still the number one cause of death in the United States. So with that, definitely it's the calories and what type of calories we're taking in. So talking about macros and stuff. Good afternoon. What is up? So don't forget, guys, if you guys have questions, ask questions now, and then I'll answer them after the live training. So with calories, though, yes, people can still definitely be overeating. But what I've found with my clients and the people coming in, everyday moms and dads, nurses, teachers, everyday people who have kids, you guys don't have time to get those calories in. So what'll happen is if you don't take in enough calories, you're going to slow down your metabolism. Yes, under eating, you can see results on the scale, but the new trend is to throw the scale out the window. I've already threw this one out. It's literally broken. Just bought this yesterday just to throw the scale out the window. Because it's not about the numbers on that scale. It's about how you look and how you feel. Let's be real. We're doing this to look good naked. When's the biggest time of the year when everybody's like, oh my gosh, I need to lose weight? It's right before summertime or even summertime, because that's when you're showing the most skin to people you don't know and you're out in public, or even the people you do know. So it really comes down to that. We're not walking around with this number on our forehead of how much we weigh. So stop getting on the scale, take those before and after pictures. But that's why I have the calorie calculator on the site. Just fullertonnutrition.com. To scroll down, you'll find the calorie calculator, or just hit the menu button and then click on the calorie calculator. But the calories are so important. Like I said, if you're under eating, you can slow down your metabolism. And yes, under eating can work for a little bit. Starving yourself does work, but you will plateau and you'll stall out. You'll start breaking down your own lean muscle mass. You could definitely mess with those hormones and everything from under eating. So it's like when everybody did HCG and did 500 calories, 1200 calories diet, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's the best thing ever. They stopped, gained all their weight back, plus 20, 30 pounds. So do not let that happen. And there's so many people here on TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, they message me like, oh my gosh, I used the calorie calculator. I bumped my calories up like 300-400, and now the weight is coming off. I feel so much better. I have more energy. So that's another thing. When people say they don't have energy, cutting out all those carbs and sugars, it's because they're not taking in enough calories. No question about it. You should have a ton of energy eating those meats, eating the veggies, and keeping those macros on point. So that's why I always say, make sure you get a calorie calculator that works. I don't like to get my calories from my MyFitnessPal or Carb Manager. It gives people way too low amount of calories. So that is why I always say, use the calorie calculator, then take those calories and put them into my MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal, I like to track my macros on. So that is when you'll be using the app, is MyFitnessPal. It's free. You do not need to upgrade for it to use the macros or whatnot. But what are macros? Macros are just your carbs, fats, and proteins. That's it. Those are your macronutrients. How it works is when you hit your macros in grams, you will hit your calories. Because 1 gram of fat is 9 calories, 1 gram of protein is 4 calories, 1 gram of carbs is 4 calories. So Macros, how many grams do we take in? So what I like to do is I like to set up my macro percentages. So I use the percentages to find my grams. I have my FitnessPal do all the math for me. I don't math. So it's always a lot better to work smarter and not harder. So with that, my FitnessPal will do the math for you and giving you your grams. So how I like to set up my macros is I will do 60% of my calories are coming from my fats. So 60% of the calories are coming from fats, 35% of my calories are coming from proteins, and then 5% of my calories are going to be coming from the carbs. But what is funny is I actually am under the 5% of the carbs because I'm only doing about 20 grams of carbs. I'm always under 50 though. So if you guys ever get the custom keto plan, you will see that with the custom keto plan, the carbs are always under 50. It's just with the veggies. That's the only place the carbs are going to be coming from is those veggies. But I like to stay around 20 no matter what. So once we go with the macros, what's going to happen is my FitnessPal is going to give you the amount of grams that you want to hit your goals. So now we start tracking. Everybody's like, Tyler, tracking sucks. I hate tracking. Look, I get it, but it's a pain in the butt. But look, if you get the results just from tracking, because you can pinpoint what's going on. That's why I always stress about tracking those calories and tracking the macros. Because if you're not getting the results you want off those before and after pictures, or the clothes aren't getting looser, you're not having energy, it's probably from the macros. So you can go back, look at your macros, be like, all right, so I wasn't taking enough proteins. I'm 300 calories under my calorie goal. So those could be the pinpoint and see what's going on. You can change those. But if you're not tracking, you can't see what's going on. Don't forget, guys, live Q&A as well. So with whatever questions you guys ask them now. And last day to pre-order True Meal for 20% off. If you go and order, you can order right now and get 20% off at the end of checkout. So just letting you guys know, once this live is over, the live training's over, the coupon, the deal will be gone. So you'll get that 20% off at checkout. But keep those questions rolling in, guys, because I want to make this as simple as possible for you. All right, so macros, calories, tracking. Keep it simple. Look, so simple. All you have to do is hit your calories with meat and veggies. That's all you got to do, literally. That's it. If you hit your macros with meat and veggies, you will absolutely get phenomenal results. It's all about feeding your body and nourishing your body. So that's why I do all carbs and I don't do net. I don't like to do net carbs. It gives people way too big of an opportunity to take in way more carbs than they should. Because if you're counting net, you could do 200 grams of carbs with 180 grams of sugar, alcohols, and fiber, and did 20 net carbs. So that's why I don't like to count net carbs. But if you're getting your carbs from your veggies, you're going to be just fine. Just still be mindful of it and everything like that. So it's the same thing with like fruits and with fruits. Like raspberries, strawberries, and blackberries are going to be your go-to fruits. It's going to be the lowest glycemic index fruits, but you can still take in a ton of sugar on them. Your body's going to react the same from sugar to from fruits, and then sugar from a candy bar. So don't think because it's from a fruit, you're going to be fine with it. Definitely not. So once we start tracking the macros and calories, it's the name of the game. We can pinpoint everything. We know what's going on. We know what we're putting in our body, and measuring them out on a food scale is great. I like to measure it out raw. I don't measure my food after it's cooked. I know a lot of people go back and forth on that, but that's what I just like to do. Makes it a lot simpler because once that food's done, I'm not going to go measure it. I want to eat it right then and there. So now with intermittent fasting, all it is you're taking in all your calories within an 8-hour window. That's it. And honestly, everybody really already is doing intermittent fasting because no one has breakfast anymore. Nobody eats till about 11 to 1 o'clock, and then they have dinner 6 to 7. So everybody's already really doing intermittent fasting. But the thing is, it is more important to hit your calories than it is to do the intermittent fasting. So after people use the calorie calculator, I always get a message back or a comment back saying, hey, I'm having a really hard time hitting my calories and I'm doing intermittent fasting. I'm like, look, stop doing the intermittent fasting. It's more important to feed your body that nutrients with those calories. So throw the intermittent fasting out the window and make sure you're hitting your calories. But yes, intermittent fasting is great, but doing intermittent fasting is not going to get you results. Remember, there's no teas, diets, wraps, coffees, cleanses, protein, meal replacement shakes, ketones. There's no product that you're going to be able to buy that's just going to make you get results. How you get results is being calorie deficit and controlling the insulin, hitting those calories with the meat and veggies. That's literally all you got to do. You don't need to go buy any products. Like, I literally own a meal replacement protein company. I'm telling you, you don't need this. But if you have a hard time getting in calories and getting in those meals, then yeah, it's perfect. 2 scoops, 6 ounces of water, tastes like a chocolate frosty, no sugar, less than 2 grams of carbs. There's 13 grams of MCT oil too. So like, you don't need that. But if you have a hard time getting in meals and calories like everybody does, then it's great. But like I said, keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Then let's talk a little bit about keto flu. What is the keto flu? All it is you're lacking electrolytes. How I combat that is no, I don't go and buy some electrolyte powder. What I do is just do cream of tartar. It's not pink. It's a white powder you can get down any spice aisle. Taste, you just sprinkle a little bit in water, and then the pink Himalayan salt, I sprinkle that in a little bit of water as well, and that is where I will be getting the electrolytes. And I would sprinkle a little bit in with my kids' water for football. I coach Little League football. I'm in Arizona, so it's hot here. But that's what I would do. And usually within like 15, 20 minutes, you could usually feel when the keto flu is coming on, just lack of electrolytes. You get headache, lethargic, and stuff like that. You feel drained. And most of the time it's from not taking enough electrolytes. So that's what I'll do, is just sprinkle those in water. Like I said, I definitely don't do any electrolyte powders or anything like that. It's just cream of tartar, pink Himalayan salt. It's that simple. Remember, guys, all this is on my YouTube. I break down the keto flu, net carbs, all carbs, why it's important to hit your calories, and then all my workouts are on the website as well. Same thing with the calorie calculator. If you guys do want a custom keto plan, you can definitely get that. Just make sure after you sign up that you put your email in and check your junk and spam folder, because that's where they will get sent out with the client intake form and all that good stuff. But remember, guys, all I ever ask is for you guys to smash that share button. Hit that share button, because you have no idea who in your friends group could stumble upon one of the live trainings and it just clicks for them and they start to change the way they eat and they start getting those results and getting that fat off the body. That's my whole goal in doing this. This is why I love doing this, because when people come back and let me know they're down 20, 30. I had someone last night literally tell me they're down 40 pounds in 2 months. 40 pounds in 2 months. It was 2 or 3 months, whatever. The scale doesn't matter. But they're like, thank you so much. You made this so simple. So that is why I do these. So with that, start asking some questions and smash that share button. Intermittent fasting, yay or nay? I like it. It's great. Just remember, it's more important to hit your calories, though. What are your thoughts on eating high-carb vegetables like spaghetti, squash, onions, and tomatoes when you count total carbs? So like I said, I just count total carbs on it, so I still stay under 50 grams of carbs no matter what. But most of the time, it's going to be under 20. That's why you got to track it. All right, let's see here. What else you guys got? Good afternoon. What is up? I had a hysterectomy and seems my hormones are jacked up and I gained 30 pounds in 6 months. Yes, that could definitely happen with the hysterectomies because of the hormones getting so out of whack. But one thing with intermittent fasting has been shown to definitely help with hormones and stuff. But just keep it on point, keep controlling the calories, making sure you're hitting those calorie goals with the meat and the veggies. Facts, I started to increase my calorie intake and was able to finally... Yes, seems what used to work to lose weight no longer works. Since hysterectomy, it's the hormones. Awesome. You don't do the bro science. Keep talking. What? You're a tennis player? No, not at all. You always fit a guy. You start really seeing the results when you become. Hold on. Were you always fit guy? Yes. I've always been in sports and stuff like that. Personal trainer, like, so that's the problem. Like, I get a lot of people, well, you've always been in shape and stuff, so why would you say that? Like, I have a before and after picture from winter bulk to summer ready, 4 weeks down. Like, it was ridiculous before and afters with those. But I have women in their 50s dropping 20 pounds in 4 weeks, just changing up the nutrition. It has nothing to do with the workout. How many hours of intermittent fasting should I do? I like to do the 16-8 is what I like to do. Great electrolyte replacement. Yeah, like I said, you don't need to go buy some $30, $40 electrolyte powder. All you got to do is cream of tartar and pink salt. But if you want to go spend $30 or $40 and go for it. What are there any lab testings for the true meal to verify the ingredients and nutrition states? Keto check. Like I said, it's all in manufacture with it. Do you track net carbs? No, I track all carbs. Is your true meal on back order? Yes. But if you order right now, you'll get 20% off of the pre-orders. They'll ship out at the end of August. Keto question, how do you know how many carbs you should be eating a day? So I like to stay under 20 grams of carbs all day. So what I like to do, and all my carbs are coming from my veggies. So all my carbs are coming from the veggies or the sauces that I'll put on, like teriyaki sauce or the barbecue. That's really all I'll ever do because I love Chinese food. So I put that teriyaki sauce on everything. But no matter what, I'll definitely be under 50. If I'm having a little bit higher carb day, like under 50, but over 20, it's usually a leg day. And surround your carbs around your workout. That is definitely key. Don't forget, like I was saying, guys, if you wanted to pre-order right now, you can get 20% off pre-orders. It's only gonna, this is the last time I'm gonna do 20% off. Last time I'm gonna do 20% off. The next deal is gonna literally be at the Black Friday. So if you want to pre-order, I would definitely order it right now. Like I said, it'll ship out at the end of August. The 20% off will happen at checkout. Remember, if anybody's watched this on any shared videos, please comment on the original Fullerton Nutrition post so I can actually see your questions. What else? Ugh. What else you guys got? Oh, that's why the filter's all weird. I was wondering why I looked so dull instead of bright and vibrant here on TikTok. What else you guys got? What other questions? Don't forget, I will do a live Q&A starting again 7 p.m. Arizona times. Those are from Sundays through Thursdays. Do you eat shredded cheese? And if so, do you make yourself or buy it pre-shredded? So yeah, I remember you asked this one a couple days ago about the cheese and stuff. Like, I'll do shredded cheese. I'm not really concerned with the potato starch. Yes, there's potato starch and shredded cheese. But yeah, if you want to shred your own cheese, that'll be even better. But like I said, I don't really concern with it. Well, I'm flipping all these. What are your thoughts on having gummy bear pre or post workouts while targeted keto? No, it's just sugar. It's literally sugar. I wouldn't. I get what you're doing. I would rather do a complex carb. So like Dave's Killer Thin Slice Bread, which is going to be 26 grams of carbs. Where in the world? Everybody on TikTok's probably like, why are you going through all the filters? Where's the filter? Where's the G6? There it is. I was wondering, I look so dull and not vibrant with the reds. But if you're going to do that, why do they call it targeted keto? It's not. That is more carb loading than anything. But your workout, you're not going to burn all that glucose off. You're going to start running on glucose instead of the ketones. And I don't like it. Can you give us an example of your daily meals and times? So watch my Fullerton Nutrition Weekly. I literally show all my meals. It's on YouTube. I show all my meals. The last one I was on vacation, so they're not perfect, that's for sure. But I still lost weight on vacation. But literally, it's just meat and veggies. That's it. Yesterday, I did a ribeye steak and eggs. And then I did my meal replacement shake. And then I did beef teriyaki cauliflower fried rice with eggs. But what I usually do is break my fast around 11. So it's 11 to 7 is what I usually do. It's really like 11 to 6 or 8 to 5 or 8 to 6. I always go live on 7 p.m. Arizona time for the live Q&A. So that's it. It's just meat and veggies. That's all I'm eating. If someone says less than a gram, less than 1 carb, should you is a 0 carb or just make it 1 carb? Just make it 1 carb, or honestly, if it's less, like I said, if it's less, like I wouldn't even count it, honestly. Unless you're doing a ton of it, like 30 of them, then yeah, it's going to be about 30 grams. So can you give us an example? Got that one? Did you stay away from Carb Smart tortillas? I really don't eat those. I really don't. I never have actually tried those. I've never even tried the 0 carb or 1 gram of carb of bread. If I do bread, it's a Dave's Killer Thin Slice sliced bread. I love that stuff. It's delicious. So I'll make that with peanut butter sandwich or just like normal ham and cheese sandwiches with those if I'm going to have sandwiches. But I very rarely do have sandwiches. But if I do, I'm going to surround that around the workouts. So yeah, just keep it simple. Just make sure you're hitting those calories. That's all you got to do. Hit those calories with the meat and veggies. And stop eating things out of the box if it says the word keto on it. That's just the fancy marketing for everybody for the word keto. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, I'm doing keto. I should drink this. And then when you go look at the label, it's full of carbs and sugars and then like maltodextrin and dextrose and all that delicious stuff. But yeah, just keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Got about 30 more minutes here. So I always like to do the live training twice in the live training and then open up for a Q&A. So I'll finish up with a Q&A. So let's break this down for everybody who's brand new here. Just going to tell you guys exactly step by step of exactly what I do. If you would have carbs, do you prefer having them pre or post workout? Before the workout, 100% before the workout. So when that glucose does get present and then you do have the blood sugars, you're going to be insulin sensitive anyway. So it's going to be fine. You're going to use that as energy. So I would do it before the workout instead of after the workout. But let's jump into this, guys. So most important thing is hit your calories. You guys got to make sure you are hitting your calories. Most of the time people are under eating. I won't get into why under eating is so not good for you. But if you go to the calorie calculator that's on my site, there's a video on the page that tells you exactly what happens if you're under eating, if you're not hitting the right amount of calories and whatnot. So use the calorie calculator. Get those calories for whatever your goals are. Then I'll put those calories into my Fitness Pal. When I put those into my Fitness Pal, you can go in and change the macros, your carbs, fats, and proteins. Those are your macronutrients. When you hit your carbs, fats, and proteins in grams, then you'll be hitting those calories. What should I replace pork rinds with in my meal plan if I don't eat it? What should I eat? What should I replace pork rinds in my meal plan if I don't eat it? There's no pork rinds on your there's no pork rinds on your custom keto plan. I know that. I definitely know that. They're not on there. Literally on the custom keto plan, it's meat and veggies and then different oils. But calories, my Fitness Pal with macros. So you can go into my Fitness Pal and change out your macros. So what I like to do is 60% of my calories. You can change these on my Fitness Pal. You go to the percentages. This is how you swap it out and you find the amount of grams that you want to take in to still hit your calories, but it comes from where your calories are coming from, so your carbs, fats, and proteins. So 60% of my calories, I didn't replace pork with, oh, you're right. All you do is all you do is click on the swap option. Unless you already saved it, then you won't be able to. But if you did, let me know. Shoot me an email and I can reset it. But that's the thing. That's why I send the video in the email that shows you how to use the swapping feature on the custom keto plan. So you can swap out the different items that you don't like. What are good keto snacks? So with the macros, 60% of the calories are coming from the fats. 35% of my calories are coming from proteins, and then 5%, it's really like 2 to 3% are coming from carbs. I do all carbs, not net. And I'll talk about why I only do all carbs and not net carbs. Because you could take in 100 grams of carbs. But if you did 80 grams of sugar, alcohols, and fibers, then you only did 20 grams net. So that is why I do all carbs and not net. And the other method behind the madness is because when I first started doing this 4 years ago, I test everything on myself. I was testing the blood, testing ketones, and all that good stuff. A bag of green beans kicked me out of ketosis, spiked the blood sugars. So I switched to all carbs and got a lot better results. And that's the thing with clients. And when people say, I'm stalled out, what should I do? I ask them, are you doing all carbs or are you doing net carbs? And people will say that they are doing net carbs. I'm like, look, switch to all carbs and see what happens. And literally the next week, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm down. I broke my stall. Thank you. So that's why I do all carbs and not net. Net carbs gives you way too much amount of carbs to be able to take in. So if you're not able to swap it, Esther, it's probably because it is one of the recipes. If there's the recipe, you can't swap out the recipe. So just be mindful of that. There is this one hair I can see that is it's right there. That is so long. How obnoxious. There, tucked it away. So with the calories, that's why I like to do all carbs, not net. So if you're doing net carbs, see what happens when you do when you're doing net carbs, see what happens when you switch to all carbs. And remember, all my carbs are coming from only the veggies. That's it. From the veggies and the sauces that I'm putting on the meats and everything like that. So when you do it that way and you stop eating everything that's out of the boxes just because it says the word keto on it, you'll actually start getting in the right amount of nutrients instead of all these boxed items and stuff that are just full of fats and carbs, and then all these other stuff added to it. But with that, that is how I set up the macros. So I like tracking, and I always have people track. I get it. It's a pain in the butt to track, but when you track, you can pinpoint and see what's going on and see why you're not getting the results that you were a couple weeks ago or the week before or whatnot. You're like, oh, I was definitely under on my proteins the last 3 days, so I was under my calories. So that can definitely stall you out and make it a lot harder. You're not going to have the energy, because if you're just taking in carbs and sugars, you're hitting your calories, you should have carbs and sugars. I meant meats and proteins. If you're only taking in the meats and the veggies and hitting your calories, you should have a ton of energy as long as you're hitting those calories. So definitely make sure you're tracking and hitting those calories. So with that, that's literally it, to pinpoint and see what's going on, to track everything, to stay on track of it. So with that, with the workouts, look, working out's great. No workout's going to get rid of your belly. No ab workout is going to make you get abs. How you get rid of those, how you get those abs is getting rid of the fat that's on top of them. So nutrition is the way to get the fat off the body. No matter what your workouts are, if your nutrition is not on point, you're not going to get the results that you want. So with the workouts, though, you don't need to be in the gym for an hour plus. You can get an amazing workout done in 30 minutes. Like today's Friday, I'll get my shoulder workout done in 15 minutes, about supersetting, interval training, and everything like that. So if you guys want, you can get my free workout program. They're literally free on the site. So just fullertonnutrition.com has the free workouts, the calorie calculator. If you want a custom keto plan, you can get that there too. So with that, guys, with the workouts, keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Get in, get out. Don't hang out and take a ton of time in between your sets. And yes, it's more important to do the weight training. I would rather have people do weight training than just doing straight cardio, because when you do the weight training, you're going to build that lean muscle mass. You're still going to exert energy, so you're going to have to use calories. You can break down your own fat. So please make sure to change up that workout. Stop driving to the gym to walk on the treadmill for a half an hour. Jack that incline all the way up on the incline and use that same walking speed. You'll burn more calories. You'll get that heart rate up a lot quicker, and you'll get a better workout in 10 minutes, let alone 30. So try that out with those intervals and stuff. Jack the incline all the way up, bring it all the way down, bring the speed up, bring the speed down. But in the workout programs, I talk about the intervals and I show you guys what I mean by interval training on cardio equipment and stuff. Interval training is going to be a lot more beneficial to the body than just doing an hour of cardio. But with intermittent fasting now, all you're doing with intermittent fasting is taking all those calories in with an 8-hour window. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. No, doing intermittent fasting is not going to get you results either. It's just going to help benefit the body just like your workouts are. So it's more important to hit your calories than it is to do the intermittent fasting. I see so many people always comment, they're like, it's hard for me to hit my calories within that 8-hour window. So don't do the 8-hour window and just hit those calories. It's more important. You got to feed and nourish that body. Don't forget, guys, if you're wanting to pre-order True Meal, that's the last time you can get 20% off while I'm live. So don't ask me on any of my posts if I'm doing 20% off again. I'm not. It's the last day while I'm live. Once I'm done being live, I'm going to take the 20% off for the pre-orders of True Meal. So it'll ship out at the end of August, because right now it's out of stock. But with that, let's finish this up with a live Q&A now. Whatever questions you guys got, ask those questions now, making this thing as simple as possible. There's no dumb questions. Remember, just ask whatever you got, all right? Pistachios are 8 total carbs per ounce. Are they keto approved? So like I said, track it before you eat it. So if there are 8 carbs, then that's great. Then eat them. It's fine. Just know that you had 8 grams of carbs. Remember, guys, all I ask is for you guys to smash that share button. Hit that share button, because you have no idea if someone in your friends group stumbles upon one of these one of the live trainings, and they rewatch it and they see how simple it really is to get that fat off the body, and they start changing the way they're eating, and all of a sudden they start getting results. They're going to message you saying, thanks for hitting that share button, because I try and break this down as simple as possible for you guys. So it's all I ever ask. Just smash that share button. Can you give an example of your daily meals and times? Already did that. Let's see here. If you would have carbs, do you prefer have them? All right, got that one. I don't type pork rinds. Let's see here. Sorry, asked again, but was unclear on your answer of lab test and true meal. So with the manufacturer, I tell them what I want to put in it. So what I tell them to put in is what they put in it. Is eating all, remember you were asking about 20% off. I open it back up for you. Is eating all your calories that important? What happens when you don't? Yes, eating all your calories is so important. If you're under eating, you're not going to get the results you want. You can start breaking down your own muscle mass under eating because your muscles are made of proteins, so it's going to cannibalize those. And if you're not taking enough calories, you can mess with the hormones. There's so many different things that can happen. Watch the video on my calorie calculator. Watch the video on my calorie calculator page because I break down why it's so important to hit those calories. Tips for vegetarians. I hope you do eat fish and eggs because that's going to be a tough one to get in your proteins and to keep those carbs low and to hit your calories. It's going to be a struggle. I love my True Meal. It does taste like a Wendy's Frosty. It's sweet, so it hits the sweet tooth. Love that you love it. I'm glad you finally got it up there in Canada. Yes, found energy drink really good. Raise Energy Watermelon Frost. I love these ones. This is the one I like to do. It's cran raspberry. Do you eat cheese or dairy? Yes, sometimes I'll have cheese. If it's going to be dairy, it's going to be heavy whipped cream or it's going to be butter. But other than that, I don't have yogurt. Definitely don't drink milk or anything like that. What else you guys got? What other questions you guys have? Use and abuse me here. I'm a personal trainer in Gilbert, Arizona. Just making this stuff as easy as possible, understanding how simple it really is to get that fat off the body. What else you guys got, though? What supplements do you take? So honestly, the only thing I'm going to do is the meal replacement protein shake. I'll drink this most of the time before I work out, and then I'll do a pre-workout and then amino acids. That's it. That's the only supplements that I take. I love the pre's. I don't know why all these nutritionists and trainers on here, like they're pointless or a waste of money, and the BCA is waste of money too. Like you're joking, right? Your muscles use those amino acids to repair those aminos. That's what goes in, repairs amino acids. That's why proteins help so much nourish that body and help repair those broken down muscles. So pre-workout, amino acid, and True Meal. It's the only supplement that I take daily. What did I just click on? How do you make regular coffee? What up, Kale? How do I make regular coffee? I just make coffee, Dunkin' coffee, love Dunkin'. And then you can add heavy whipped cream to it so you can get that cream in. Or I will add True Meal to my coffee. Tastes like a mocha frappuccino in with coffee. What's your favorite flavor? Favorite flavor of what? Probably the Zions. Cran raspberry, 100%. Absolutely. MCT oil? What about? Oh, you could add the MCT oil too. You could do the coconut. I just wouldn't enjoy that. First time I ever tried to make bulletproof coffee, I literally put coconut oil in iced coffee. Yeah, I was upset. I had to throw away coffee after that, and literally had to clean out that mug. That was horrible. That was the greatest idea I ever had. Put coconut oil in iced coffee. But yeah, Molly, there's MCT oil in True Meal. There's 13 grams of MCT oil actually in True Meal, which is crazy because people spend like $40 to $60 on MCT oil, but there's 13 grams in there. Stevia, yeah, you can do the stevia too. And yeah, people ask what I put in my coffee. So I only talked about what I did. I don't say what you can do. I was just saying what I do. What brand is your protein powder? True Meal. It's Fullerton Nutrition, mamas. Is MCT oil beneficial? The thing with MCT oil, like that's why I drink True Meal before I work out, because it's gonna have all the proteins. That's 50 grams of protein, 400 calories. So it's actually a meal replacement. I stay full for 3 to 4 hours on it, and then with the MCT oil, I can tell a difference drinking with the MCT oil because your body runs on that MCT oil like jet fuel, using those calories and those fats for energy and everything like that. I only drink water, coffee, and tea, and stevia for a sweetener. Nice, nice, nice. Advised for type 2 diabetics on keto. AC1 now 5.6 was 10. Now cholesterol went up and thyroid slowed. Not a doctor, but go and watch the Magic Pill. Go and watch the Magic Pill. Go and watch the documentary Fats. It is crazy what people are able to do. People who are diabetic on that literally cut out of the carbs and sugars and can reverse diabetes. I have so many people talking about and commenting on it all the time, that how they drop their AC1 and then the A1C, AC1. There's my dyslexia. But it's crazy on what people can do. Will keto make my Fuda shrink? I have no idea what the heck that is. I think you forgot a P in there. No, they're telling manufacturer what you wanted, but you know, lab test to verify the ingredients and they actually did, and its stats. Let's see here. I'm going to get in less than 2,000 steps today, doing 20 squats, 5 other experiments out of less than 10 minutes after workout every day. Is your calculator, blah, blah. Let's see here. So 20 squats, 5 exercise minimum. Okay, you're doing that today. Is your calculator for me if I choose lightly active? I would, like I said, if you're not working out or you're like walking or whatnot, I would still do lightly active. It's definitely what I would do. What's up? What's up? Doing amazing, Chantel. Okay, not enough room. Will I still get results? What do you mean? You primarily eat meats and veggies, not really realistic for me for calories, cheese / chicken / nuts, meats. Do you intermittent fast? I do intermittent fasting, yes. Everybody really already does intermittent fasting, honestly. But what's not realistic about just eating meat and veggies? You as well. Have an amazing weekend. That's all I eat. Meat and veggies. What's up, Kevin? I don't eat meat, just chicken, so I need add items. Yeah, chicken's meat. I can only go about 16 hours of my fast. That's what I do. I do 16-8. So I have dyslexia? Phil, absolutely. Meats are not expensive. You can get... that's the thing. When people say eating healthy is expensive, it's really not. If you find the deals, like right now you can get chicken thighs at Safeway for 87 cents a pound. Like you're going to get 10 chicken thighs for under $4. It's not expensive. On average, about 275 calories a chicken thigh with the skin on it. So you just got to find the deals. I like to use the website mygrocerydeals.com. Mygrocerydeals.com. You can search the item you want and then put in your zip code, and it's going to give you what's on sale around you. I know red meat. Or do pork chops or fish. I'm off work, so I can go live without anyone being nosy. I love it. Better eat a salad with a low-carb salad dressing or veggies for dinner. What I would do is definitely add some proteins on it. I found that I have no idea what the heck you're talking about. Reduce my Coca-Cola consumption to 2 literally a day. Yeah, when you stop drinking soda, of course, you'll absolutely get amazing results because soda is just going to be taking in tons of sugars. It's all soda is, just sugar and all the other crap that's mixed in with it. City Market / Kroger still has 3 ribeyes for 20-ish, super cheap. So what's super frustrating is here in Arizona, that ain't the sale going on right now on the ribeyes. Smoking deal, though. Gotcha, thanks. Absolutely. Let's see here. Do you take any types of electrolytes? So for the electrolytes, what I do is cream of tartar. It's a white powder. You can get it down any spice aisle. Low in potassium. And then pink Himalayan salts, low in magnesium. Holy cow. Magnesium. Magnesium, I just sprinkle in water. That's where I get my electrolytes from. I don't go buy some $30, $40 electrolyte powder. Is the whoosh effect a real thing? People say it is, but I don't like it because you're just introducing all that glucose back into the body. You're going to start craving it again because the brain craves the glucose. Going running soon. Should I run, do my push-ups and squats first or the other way around? I always say do the weight and strength training before you do the cardio because then you put all of your energy and effort into the strength training and the cardio, you're just burning out at the end with that cardio and the intervals and stuff. Let's see here. What is better for a salad, ranch, or balsamic? Sorry for all the questions. No, don't be sorry, guys. That's why I do these Q&As. But I would definitely use balsamic, 100%. But just read the back of the label. It's all you got to do. I can get some packs and freeze them for you. Kevin, don't. You're seriously fine, man. Seriously. I wasn't aware that cream of tartar could be used for that. Yeah, it's crazy. It's loaded in potassium. Let's see. I wasn't aware. Let's see, what time is it? So don't forget, guys, I do these live trainings every day, Monday through Friday. So the weekend, enjoy it. Don't cheat on the weekend. It's one thing a lot of people talk about. They always ask, like, when should I cheat? Like, why would you want to? You're only doing it to taste something that's not good. That's it. That's all you're doing. Literally, there's no nutritional value to it. It's not going to help you get better results eating all the cookies, the brownies, and all the rest of the garbage out there. So just remember, if you cheat every week, you're only going to be burning fat and being in ketosis for like 3 to 4 days. That's it. No, 2 to 3 actually, because it takes about 3 to 4 days to regulate all that glucose back out and everything. Have you seen or heard of lavish bread? A pita is only 6 carbs total, not net. I've never had it, but I've heard of it. Yes, definitely. I've just never had it. Truly haven't. So the sweeteners I would definitely stay away from is going to be the aspartame, the dextrose, maltodextrin, and stuff like that. But most of the time, anything that's going to be zero sugar, it's going to be like erythritol, stevia, sucralose, erythritol, and monk fruit and stuff like that. So all I stay away from is the maltodextrin, dextrose, and aspartame. I recently was told that cholesterol is good for your muscles. Holy cow. That chocolate is good for your muscles. Never heard of that before. Neither have I. That's a new one. Chocolate's good for your muscles. What they were probably talking about was glucose and glycogen storage. But yeah, that's a new one. Every day there's something new. That too much water will kill you. Which is true. You can drown yourself, but like, there's always something new. Gotta learn how to talk and breathe at the same time. That's a new one, though. Chocolate's good for your muscles. Yeah, definitely have not done that. Recently was sold as chocolate. That's hilarious. I really cannot get over the chocolate thing. It's so funny. UFC fans? Because the Giants, because they were a huge sponsor of USC? No, these are just delicious. I love the cran raspberry one. How much water should a person have? So, like, I don't stress about the waters. I really don't. I don't measure out my water or anything like that. I just drink when I'm thirsty. So that is why I don't carry around a gallon jug of water or anything. I just drink when I'm thirsty, drink throughout the day and whatnot. Recommendations for tortillas, been sticking with the high fiber ones, 15 grams. I don't ever eat the tortillas or whatnot. Indonesia, what is up? 15 of dietary fiber. So yeah, like I said, I don't ever eat those. Credit card in hand, that's great. Do you ever get a seaweed craving for some? Get a seaweed craving something sweet? Is that you? If so, what do you do? So whenever you have all the bad carbs and stuff in front of you, that's why you got to think about your why. That's why I stress so much about your whys. You got to stress out about that why when you have all the bad foods in front of you. When you think about that why, it should stop you in your tracks as long as it's a good why. So make sure to have a why when you start anything in life. So drinking Bings or energy drinks like you, my coworker said, if you coach is so healthy, wait. So why do I drink them? Because caffeine's a natural stimulant. Like recommendations for tortillas has been sticking with high. All right, got that one. 15 of all right, counting. Continue. Why does the drink energy drinks? Why do people want me to fail? What do you use for a bread replacement in sandwiches? I use literally just Dave's Killer thin sliced bread. I don't know why we're talking about politics. Not dealing with that. Why do you use bread? I like to use Dave's Killer thin sliced bread. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? Yeah, Dave's Killer thin sliced sandwich is 26 grams of carbs. Doesn't bother me. It's fine. So for everybody who counts net carbs, it's like nothing. There's a ton of fiber in it, but I don't stress about that. But like I said, I've never tried the lavish breads or anything. Like, yeah. All right. Don't forget, guys, I will be live on Sunday night, 7 p.m. Arizona time. So with that, guys, make sure, are you Irish? Yeah, how'd you know? Holy cow, bro, get over it. I've never heard of all of the Find Them. So with that, guys, I'm out of here. Have an amazing weekend. Don't forget that why. Other than that, have an amazing night, guys. Seriously, remember that why. Remember that why. Hit those calories. Keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Have an amazing night. Have an amazing day. Enjoy that weekend.